look like Draymond Green has found himself back in the headlines, man, after calling out Stephen A. Smith in a recent episode of his podcast. Man, I am John the Liquidator. This is the Liquidator Report. We're going to jump right into this story, man. So Stephen A. Smith has never shied away from being very vocal when it comes to NBA players and pretty much any professional athletes, man. We seen the whole thing how it played out with him and LeBron last year. Well, it looked like there was a trade that went down, specifically the Luka Doncic trade, that sparked back up. And Draymond Green actually spoke about the Luka Doncic trade on his recent episode of his podcast. Well, in his dialogue, he spoke about people in the media playing these different narratives when it comes to these typeset trades. Now, with that being said, I'm about to hear what he had to say.
To see Luka Doncic traded away from that I just can't rock with. I think we were all quite shocked and baffled to see Luka Doncic traded away from the Dallas Mavericks to the Los Angeles Lakers. Like, you just don't see franchise players that young traded. You just don't see it. It's just not a normal thing. And so we were all shocked by that. And Nico Harrison continued to give his reasonings on why he believed that was the right thing to do for the Dallas Mavericks organization. Was it the right thing or wrong thing? I'm not a Dallas Maverick. I don't really care if it was the right thing or the wrong thing. But what I do care about is so many people crushed Nico Harrison for the reasons that he gave. And when Nico gave those reasonings, everybody said he's ridiculous, he's crazy. This has nothing to do with Luka, by the way, what I'm saying. But now when I turn on the TV, all I see is everybody in the media who crushed Nico Harrison, who essentially aided in him getting fired, regurgitating the same things that Nico Harrison was saying. And I struggle with that because I haven't seen one person come out and say, hey, Nico, I'm sorry for the things I said about you when you made that move. Because I just said the same thing out of my mouth. I struggle with that a bit. Again, this has nothing to do with Luka Doncic and everything to do with the media and Nico Harrison. Nico gave his reasonings as the general manager of a team of why he thought that was the right move. And everybody said, you're a fucking idiot. You should be fired. Worst general manager in NBA history. And now all of you people are saying the same thing. But no one has said, maybe Nico was right. Maybe Nico was validated in the move he made. Maybe Nico shouldn't have been fired. No one has said that. But everybody said Nico should be fired because he traded Luka. I struggle with this.
Now, that was Draymond Green speaking about the Nico Harrison situation with him parting ways with the Mavericks. Now, something that I want to touch base on again is this isn't Draymond Green first time calling out the media with the biased nature, because he did it last year and specifically last March. So I don't know if he's just going through the archives or what, but he definitely did it last March. We finna blow this up. Listen to this. This was Draymond Green last March calling out pretty much Stephen A. Smith again, bro. Let's listen.
Well, right.
Listen, I think a lot of problems that guys have with media is to call something that man did bullshit and weak. Like, those are words like where we grew up.
Yeah.
Like, you get hands put on you where we grew up and those types of words. So I think the problem that people have with media is you go on there and you like, oh, that's weak. Like, weak? Like, calling another man weak? Like, that's not basketball, which is actually what Brian was saying in the first place. Like, let's keep it basketball, because calling a man weak, that's not basketball. And you're paid to talk about basketball. You call Brian weak for stepping to you, but you're taking shots at him as a father. on TV behind a camera. Most would say that's weak. And I know he'll say, I'm paid to do that. No, you're paid to analyze. You're paid to debate on the show.
But you really paid to say whatever you want to say as far as this game, whether you like it or not. But as a person, you should be lifting him up.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because LeBron is a good dude. He do good shit. He a good dad. His kid made it. They doing some shit. That's his story. You feel what I'm saying? And so you should be lifting him up and talking about the fact that this dude ain't got into no trouble.
Absolutely.
Right? Ain't got into no bullshit. But like you bring in, like I would say, the WWE into basketball when you cross that line and talk about somebody's kids. Because if it's my kids, bro, I'm gonna catch you too.
As soon as I said it, I hadn't talked to Brian at all about this. As soon as I saw him say it, Bob was up here that day. And Bob was like, oh, yeah, I work with Stephen A tomorrow. I'm in got y'all game tonight. I'm in the studio tomorrow, something Stephen A and I think Malika. And I was like, oh, you make sure you tell Stephen A that I have zero respect for what he said yesterday. You go on TV, national TV, calling out this African-American, this black father who's raised another successful black young man. And you go on TV calling him out as a father because his son played in the NBA? That's ass backwards. You are on national TV condemning a black man as a father because his son is playing in the NBA. Like, how does that even make sense? And I told Bob that. I said, you should tell him. Like, I can't respect that. Like, if you want to talk about him as a basketball player, talk about him as a basketball player. If you want to talk about Bronny as a basketball player, go ahead. He an NBA player. Talk about him all you want. Although I think it's pretty whack that y'all find time to talk about the 55th draft pick. The only picks I can name right off the top of my mind that was 55th pick or lower was Manu Ginobili and Isaiah Thomas. You can't even name a 55th draft pick.
But they didn't get no steam until they start killing.
To see him just going at this man as a father. This man said, LeBron, you need to stop. As a father, you need to stop. What? Huh? And then you throw out the excuse like, well, he the one said that Bronny is better than NBA players. You name me what parent don't think their kid is better than everybody. Like, that is a common thing for parents that's in sports. We all think our kid is better than what they are. That is the nature of the beast. My mama thought I was better than what I was. That is the nature of a parent in sports. But to go on TV and say, you need to stop it as a father, then go and he stepped to you about that and then say it's weak on TV. Because the demeanor in person was like, that was demeanor in person. But then on TV, you go, oh, that was bullshit. It's like weak. Like, come on, man. So that's why he said Draymond ain't talking to me.
He was gonna fix his suit.
Yeah, like that's why he said Draymond ain't talking to me. And it's not that, I don't have much to say to that. Like, also reach out to that man and talk to him after somebody say something to you because you know you're wrong. So reach out to that man and talk to you, but he didn't. You didn't reach out and talk to him. That's weak. That's what we call weak. Where I'm from, the guys that I was raised by, the men that had an impact on my life, that's what we call weak.
So that was Draymond Green speaking about the current status between Stephen A. Smith and LeBron James. I want to know y'all thoughts down in the comments section right now. I am John the Liquidator. This has been another episode of the Liquidator Report. And until next time, man, peace out.